Hey, y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is. It's your boy Pharaoh the God, always on a motherfucking job. I got fathers talk real talk. And today's topic in news is a journalist by the name of Zachary Faria. You white bread, chicken shit, Persian, Afghani looking motherfucker. You's a bitch. And this is one of the main reasons why I tell y'all, just like it's people out here creating content for the goodness, it's people out here creating content for some of the bad things. And yesterday was, I would say, the 8 year. Was it eight? Is it 8 years? Eight? What is it? 8 years. 8 years since Michael Brown been dead. And Zachary Riot for the Washington Examiner comes out with a whole plethora of lies, disputing hate, inconsistent truths. And this is the thing about modern media. You can tell a lie whatever you want to, as long as it sounds good and as long as it's perpetuated against those that we think are criminals or just have no meaning to life, that we're just liars. But yesterday in the Washington Examiner, there was a article written by Zachary Faria, Faria, whatever the fuck his name is. Black Lives Matter was built on the lie, and this is what he says. This is the title of his opinion in his article. Now let's go on to see what Zachary says. He says the Black Lives Matter movement was started as a result of the death of Michael Brown in Ferguson, Missouri. But the movement's central contention about its inciting incident is a lie. Now I'm going to show you why this doesn't matter what he's talking about in a second, but I'm going to carry on. He says on Tuesday, the 8 year anniversary of Brown's death, Representative Premilia Jayapal, these people be having some fucked up ass names these days. J. Appel, D. Washington claimed that Brown was murdered and that we need to honor Michael's life with action and dismantle white supremacy. Attorney Ben Crump, this is where he starts at. The race baiting ambulance chaser who tries to capitalize off every high profile incident in which a black person is killed claimed that Brown had his hands up in surrender. Now, I don't know how y'all know about linguistics, writing formation, preparation. Things of that nature are structures of when you writing something to depict it, a picture, or to influence your mind state. Now he used something that's, like I said, he bends the truth. He omits certain things. Now he says attorney Ben Crump, the race baiting ambulance chaser who tries to capitalize off every high profile incident in which a black person is killed. Why the fuck are you mad at this man? Because he goes after everything and all the injustices that we go through. Y'all do shit. Somebody do something to y'all, it's front page news. Y'all don't never let it go. Everything that happens to y'all try to sweep up underneath the rug. I don't see nobody out here talking about Jay-Z. I don't see nobody out here talking about all these pedophiles, the Hammer family that was out here cannibalizing, that they still cannibals, they fuck each other, they do also. I don't see nobody doing, I don't like the white girl that just killed herself. I mean, the white girl that just killed uh, Christian Obumseli. The one I just reported, the OnlyFans. Nobody reporting on her. Nobody's reporting the fuckery that goes on in the Caucasian neighborhoods, in the Caucasian family household on a daily basis. Because you know that if once you report something, the television is to tell lies visually. So you mean to tell me that every time something happens to a black person and it's injustice and Ben Crump goes behind it, he's a race baiting, ambler chasing, a liar? Why is it that when something happens to us as black people, it's always downplayed? Now, here you have a man that writes for the Washington Examiner, gives his opinion on certain things. Not saying that is his opinion. They're not saying, oh, no, you can't do that, Zachary. That's detrimental to the media. You basically toting the lines and calling him a bullshit nigger. Like, I just don't understand it. He carries on to say, the hands up, don't shoot chant spawned from Brown's death and was spouted by everyone from athletes to legacy media. Now, spouted. That's just like you spouting bullshit out your mouth. Look at the words that he's using, how he's dementing, he's demoralizing. I mean, he's demoralizing the death of Michael Brown. He's demoralizing the death of George Floyd. He's demoralizing the upliftment and advancement of Black awareness. It's certain words you have to be aware of and how they are placed in chapters and how they are used in conversation. This man says spouted by everyone, but it was false. He's saying that the bullet holes that went underneath his arms is false. He says physical evidence showed that Brown engaged in a physical altercation with the police officer, and investigation rejected the assertion that Brown had his hands up. No shit. That investigation after investigation would conclude that he didn't have his hands up. You know why? Because investigation after investigation after investigation has been handled by the people that don't want the truth to come out. Like Zachary. Zachary's going to help them bend the truth. Zachary is going to help them perpetuate and advance their own agenda. That's what people like Zachary do. Now, when you hear Trump saying the fake news, this is the type of shit that you hear. The fake news. How do you expect to get a clear and conclusive investigation when those that are investigating the situation are biased, racist? How? How can you get somebody to give a standard opinion when they already think that the majority of black people are criminals? You couldn't put me on a stand in a jury to say that a white man killed a black man. He's automatically guilty to me. And it may not seem fair, but this is the same. If when you say shit like, "Oh, it's not fair, Pharaoh," you saying he already guilty. It's not fair that y'all keep doing investigation after investigation after investigation by a non-true independent party. Y'all go hire these people. Let us go hire them. Let us go hire these investigators. That's just like with a job that I was on, right? They wanted me to sign a severance wage, right? But the dude gonna tell me, if you don't like it here, why you continue to work here? Bitch, I have to eat. I have to eat. But that also let me know that when you're dealing in a realm of society, you have to, you know what I'm saying? Not you have to contend with what they do. But then y'all say land, this is America, home of the free, land of the brave, home of the free whites and land of the brave white Caucasians that kill everybody. I'll say it again, bro. I don't have no problem saying it. Name something everlasting that the Caucasian race has gave to humanity. Oh, wait. Math? Nope. History? Nope. Science? Nope. Poetry? Nope. Music? Nope. Great civilizations? Nope. Plunder, rape, pillage, murder, disease. This is what the Caucasian man has brought to the world. Now, I'm not saying all Caucasians are the same, but what I am saying is I don't trust you motherfuckers. I don't. I don't. You get people like Liar Laurel Cohen, however you say his fucking name in the music industry. He does all these things and pits all these blacks, and he's a culture vulture. He came in, Adam 22, came in being cool, but now look what he do, pitching games against each other. He uses the necessity to create a means. I mean, he uses a necessity to create the means to the end. I want to get rich, I'm gonna use these people. I don't believe in black people, I'm gonna write about it. This is why we need to touch in and tune in with our own media, with our own social media, with our own news. Because if we continue to go to Channel 7, Channel 5, Channel 11, Channel 9, Channel 13, Channel 2, and all the rest of these channels for our news and to be abreast and to be abreast of to what's going on nationally, internationally, city-wise, we'll never get the truth because of people like Zachary. He continues to spout out his mouth bullshit stories. He says even President Obama's Department of Justice, ran by Attorney General Eric Holder, determined that the officer acted in self-defense. The Washington Post called Hands Up, Don't Shoot one of the most outlandish claims of 2005. That's what the Washington Post has reported. Washington Post cloud Hands Up, Don't Shoot one of the most outlandish claims in 2015. Yet the myth has persisted for years. How? You talk bad about Benjamin Crump. You talk bad about the black awareness, the black violence, the violence perpetuated against black Americans. In this whole article right here, you're making the black man in the black society look evil. You're using words like spat, knowing outlandish, epidemic, untrue, the majority of witnesses. Why these majority of witnesses didn't say that? And then also, I'm gonna tell you that you bullshit, Mr. Zachary. It's due to the fact that the majority of the people that were there were black. The majority of the people were there were black. So you know when you get the majority of the people in the room, right? They talk amongst themselves, not just black people, white people, Caucasians, Asians, everybody, Mexicans. They get amongst each other and then they get the story right. And then they put it out there. So how can you sit up here and just say that the majority of witnesses said that the hands up don't shoot was false? The central contention of the Black Lives Matter movement that there is an epidemic of police targeting and killing unarmed black men is also false. This this is what he said. The central contention of the Black Lives Matter movement that there is a epidemic of police targeting and killing unarmed black men is also false. How was that? How is that? Since the Washington Post began its police shootings database in 2015, the same year that he died, now y'all want to start a database of the police shooting, right? But then y'all say that his arms was down, he was having an altercation with the police, and that he deserved to die. Now y'all want me to believe that y'all database is true and on point? The fuck out of here. It has listed a total of 143 unarmed black men shot and killed by police. That is an average of just under 18 black people per year. And not all cases are equal. In some cases, the unarmed individual is assaulting an officer and reaching for his guns. In others, the officers have been charged with a crime. Where? Where? What officer has been sent to prison for killing a black man? Here in California, one of Villanueva's uh I think he was the president of the sheriff board, but he admitted to being in the gang, a police gang. Zachary is one of the individuals that just wants to send black people on a derailment. And everything they do gets derailed. They have nothing positive about them. This is why I hate white people. Washington Post, how can you let this nigga post this shit? How? How? This is how you know that y'all have no true value for the African American community. You can't. By allowing him to say that only 18 per year black men get killed, that's still too many. They're unarmed. A lot of you police are going into situations violently. Y'all make the situation more violent. Calm down. Stop resisting. You have him on the ground. The fuck you mean stop resisting? Nigga, you choking him out. You got his hand chicken winged all the way up his back. How do you tell a motherfucker stop resisting when you hurt me? How do you tell a motherfucker stop resisting when you choking him out? How do you tell a motherfucker stop resisting when you got your knee on their neck? How? Zachary Ferrara, I hope you fucking get mugged. I hope you fucking get brutalized by another white man. I hope they beat the shit out of you and fucking rape you. You white bread chicken shit piece of shit. Motherfuckers like y'all is the reason why motherfuckers don't believe in themselves. They hear the shit that you spouting out of your mouth, all these fucking lies, and that police just they do got a thing for killing on black men. They don't do this shit when they pull over white people. It's been proven that white people getting pulled over, hop out their car, talk shit to the police, put their hands on them, spit on them, and nothing ever happens. Police get a call about a white man murdering, mass shooting, they do nothing. They hear about a white kid shooting up a school, armed and dangerous, they do nothing. And this goes all the way back to Timothy McVeigh when he blew up 169 children in a federal building. They did nothing. But why is it that when it comes to black people, violence is always instituted first against them? Why is that? A lot of y'all, if y'all are scared of black people, you don't need to be on a police force. If y'all scared of black people, y'all don't need to interact with them. Because your fear of whatever, if your fear is of white people, you're gonna react violently. Well, not so much towards white people because so many people are scared of white people nowadays. That you better not do nothing to them. You're gonna call the police. You're gonna be killed, sent to jail for 1,000,000 years. Why is it that the fear of the white man is never perpetuated through media? Huh, Zachary? How come we don't talk about the violence that America has? I want to say plagiarized, but I don't think plagiarized because it's like stealing something from somebody, right? And nobody else really made that much of a violence in the world as the Caucasians have. But why does the Caucasian race, the things that they're capable of doing and does on a repeated basis be perpetuated against darker hues of men. Why? Why do y'all do this? It's because you hate us. It's because you fear us. It's because you know that we are the original people, that we are God's chosen, and you are the fucking devil. You're the fucking devil, Zachary. And you're going to get yours. Trust and believe that. You're going to get yours. In total database has counted 7,649 people shot and killed by police in the last 8 years. Of that number, 6% were considered unarmed and 22% were black. God damn. Unarmed black people have made up just 2% of police shootings since 2015. Do, do you see this face? Do you see this face? Bullshit. The activist narrative about police shooting is false. The media ran with the hands up, don't shoot narrative without bothering to find out if it was actually true. Black Lives Matter was built on lies and fabrication, and yet it is promoted throughout our liberal culture as activists try to realize every corner of life, racialize every corner of life. Now, let me ask you this. Let's just go with your opinion for the moment, right? He didn't have his hands up. That does not stop the fact that he was unarmed, that he was brutally murdered. Does it? Does it? He's an unarmed child that you say got into a confrontation with police. Nobody else says that he got into a confrontation with police. They tried that and it showed that he didn't. So now here it are. You are 8 years later, fabricating the truth again. But like I said, let's say that the hands up don't shoot. Let's say that shit was false. But does that still neglect the fact that Black Lives Matter was built off of a chant of hands up, don't shoot means, man, I'm not doing nothing. I'm unarmed. Don't kill me. And you say it was based on a lie? How? The man was unarmed. Basically, hands up, don't shoot. Bobby Hutton of the Black Panther Party. Hands up, don't shoot. Man was shot up underneath his arms. So this is not something that you trying to sit up here and perpetuate that it never happens. This has been going on since the 60s in the days of the Black Panther movement. Just like Bobby Hutton's murder was covered up, the same thing that's being happened to Michael Brown is being covered up. You say it's bent and created on lies. Well, you're instituting more lies into the situation. But that's what you do. Y'all institute more lies for the fact that people just could become mentally unaware of really what's going on. So many lies surrounding the case that people just start to be like, you know what, I don't even care. But again, Zachary Ryan, I say it again, bro. I say it again. I hope you fucking go to jail. I hope you get murdered. I hope your wife get raped. I hope your children get ran over. I mean, the shit that you saying is real fucked up. And there's gonna be people out there that's gonna say, Pharaoh, that's kind of fucked up. You kind of. Oh, I didn't overdo nothing. I'm giving him the same energy that he's giving me and my people. Calling black, I don't believe in Black Lives Matter, but Black Lives Matter was started because so many black people are being killed in the hands of white police officers with no justice. We talking about the meat and potatoes of it. You talking about a chant. Fuck the chant. The meat and potatoes of it is that black people are dying at the hands of white men consistently and at a higher rate than anybody else. So tell me I'm lying. Percentage numbers can lie all day long. You're the media. If you could have came out and said 2%, 1%, 20%, y'all journalists don't tell the truth. Y'all journalists are part of the problem in America. Because instead of y'all reporting the news and reporting, man, I hate my motherfucking hair be on like that, man. When y'all be reporting the news, y'all don't report on real shit. Y'all don't report on what's going on across La Cienega. Y'all don't report what's going on across Pico. Y'all don't film what's going on in these other. Y'all only film and talk about what's going on in black communities. Turn on your news. The vast majority of violent things that's going to be reported on the news is going to come from reports in a black neighborhood. Predominantly black, mixed with other races, Mexicans and whatever, right? But predominantly black. And if it's not predominantly black, they're going to show you, oh, black man robbed 7-Eleven, white neighborhood. But what about little Annie that's over there, you feel me, getting molested by her uncle? What about little Tabitha that's over there getting fucked by her dad? What about Josh that's out there, you feel me, shooting up heroin with little kids? Oh, y'all don't want to expound on that because y'all don't want that part of the world or part of the city to be cloaked with negative awareness. But if I have on a black shirt and a white man has on a black shirt, the shirt's still black. It's still black. Crime is fucking crime, bro. Report that shit across Pico. Report that shit that's going on across La Cienega. Report that shit that's going on in these other white neighborhoods, Huntington Beach, Newport Beach, Seal Beach, Malibu Beach. Report that shit that's going on over there. Because there's more shit going on over there than anywhere else. Like I said, man, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I appreciate y'all for locking in. Hey, y'all know what time it is. Y'all know who it is, man. It's your boy Pharaoh the guy, always on the motherfucking job. I got fired. Let's talk real talk, man. You know it ain't never gonna stop, man. You feel me? Man, it's that time. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell another motherfucking friend. Share, like, and subscribe this shit, man. Don't let these motherfuckers get away with shit, man, and telling false lies and false narratives, man. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know the call, man. Link up.